Grammars, this is Dee, as in D.S. Marquis, American author. I'm here with a book review of I Promised I Would Tell by Sonia Schreiber Weitz. This is a punch of nonfiction, both poetic and factual. Sonia Weitz shares her testimony and poetry during the Holocaust. I started reading this book after dinner, could not put it down, and I finished it before bed. Then I had to let the dog out. So I stepped outside in the snow in my warm winter coat, and I pondered little Sonia and how she had been in the snow, walked in the snow, and stood in the snow with no coat at all, and I cried. The message is clear in this book. Don't forget. Don't forget the Holocaust. And Sonia tells the story in her own words, and where the atrocities become too big for life, she relies on poetry to get her message across. There were times the book reminded me of the narrative of Frederick Douglass, a portrait of an American slave. I highly recommend this book. History buffs, nonfiction readers, lovers of memoir, lovers of poetry, lovers of history, this one's for you. I leave you with page 68. And this is where a 16-year-old Sonia is at Mauthausen at the end of the war. She wrote a poem, My Black Messiah. A black GI stood by the door. I never saw a black before. He'll set me free before I die. I thought he must be the Messiah. A black Messiah came for me. He stared with eyes that didn't see. He never heard a single word which hung absurd upon my tongue. And then he simply froze in place, the shock, the horror on his face. He didn't weep, he didn't cry, but deep within his gentle eyes, a flood of devastating pain, his innocence forever slain. For me, with yet another dawn, I found my black Messiah gone. And on we went our separate ways for many years without a trace. But there's a special bond we share, which has grown strong because we dare to live, to hope, to smile, and yet we vow never, ever to forget. This is D.S. Marquis, American author. Peace.